This is Chuck Huber, the voice of Android 17. You're listening to Anime Seekers. You better be, or I'm coming for you. Dragon of the Darkness, Flame!
Hey guys, Rizwan here from AnimeSecrets.org, and I'm here to do a follow-on video to my Dynamax updates causing new Pokemon Go raid bug video from a couple of days ago. So, I know at that time we were talking about how in Pokemon Go we had a lot of raid bugs coming about, and we were suspecting that they're coming from the Dynamax update. And so, at the time, we were under the assumption, based off our preliminary research, that the cause of the bug, or what was going on there, is that the raid bosses were getting nerfed onto HP, and so HP reduction was going on. However, that's not quite the case anymore. It turns out the Mega system in Pokemon Go is broken. So what does that mean exactly when I say broken? Well, if you're Mega-ing a Pokemon, like for example, Primal Groudon in this case that I'm about to show you, then you should see Primal Groudon stats being used by Groudon, but you're not. You're seeing the Groudon base stats being used instead, which is leading to what we're considering that nerf, because it works on both ends. So when you're doing, for example, the Mega Kangaskhan raid from 2 weeks ago, that was not a Mega Kangaskhan I was fighting, it was actually a Kangaskhan. So it was severely nerfed. It didn't have the defense or the HP and attack that the Mega Kangaskhan would have. Likewise, right now we have Mega Salamence raids, and the same thing is happening there, that we're not seeing Mega Salamence stats. We're seeing the Salamence stats instead, and that's already been proven by a collaborative work between Pokebattler, PoGoRaids, and many other people on the Silk Road community. They're working through all the math, they're doing move counting, they're doing all kind of things. And so I just want to bring more awareness to the fact that, hey, our Mega system is broke, but there are also other things that have changed fundamentally in Pokemon Go when it comes to PvE and raid battles going forward. So with that all said, let's take a look at an example of me doing a Drapion T3 raid using on one screen a Groudon level 50, and then on the next two screens you're going to see a Primal Groudon at level 50. And so we shouldn't see the Primal and the normal Groudon taking the same amount of damage or doing the same amount of damage to the raid boss, but as you'll find out in a second, we will. So let's get into it. Alright, so here are the three runs that we have. And like I said, we have a normal 50 Groudon on the left and two Primal 50 Groudons on the center and right screen. And I'm going to point out a few things during this raid while we're watching this video set. So the first thing is you're going to notice that Fellstinger is consistently coming at the same time across all three raids, which is indicative that the post on Silk Road about the randomness of when to throw a charge move by the raid boss is gone, and now it'll just throw the charge move as soon as it can. Now, the thing I want you to notice here is the Primal Groudons are all hitting the same milestones at the same time. So we have them all at the same damage. They all hit yellow just then at 135. So how can this be a working raid? Well, I don't know. I think Niantic tried to maybe fix raids when they implemented Dynamax and said, you know, instead of trying to add on to the spaghetti code, let's go off and rewrite the entire thing and introduce all new bugs. And so one of our new bugs is that Pokemon Go has Mega Pokemon that can Mega just wearing a Mega costume. The stats aren't there and they're just kind of costumed at this point. So the real question becomes, what happens now? Are they going to fix it? Or are they going to leave it broken? Is this intentional? I think this is a bug. I don't think they're going to leave this broken for too long. And I know there's a lot of people out there that are reading on Sylph and other places about other changes to PvE. I'm personally going to hold off on doing any videos on that just until we can get into the new season of Pokemon Go, because then at that point we'll have a better idea of what'll stick and what'll not. Right now I feel like things are just too much in flux and things are going to change way too often, and so it's just not the right time for me to make a video talking about all the other things that are breaking. But the Fell Stinger all coming at the same time, that is definitely going to be something we're going to talk about in more detail in our next video. But if you want to see the Reddit post on Sylph Road with all the analysis breakdown right now of what's going on, then I'll put that link below. Go check it out and look forward to another video coming from me in the next couple of days as we kind of solidify what PvE things are going to stick and what things are going to go away. But until then, this is Rizwan with Anime Secrets signing off, and see y'all next time.